Hi everyone, it's Killshot from 99 Gaming, and this is The Walking Dead Season 7 Negan Kill Debate, Glenn and Abraham. So in this week's episode, we're going to provide more statistics, more social media posts, and some news from the most recent Walker Stalker event in New Jersey. So I've been busy looking for evidence over the last week, not playing Pokemon Go very much, but take a look at this picture. Does that look like someone that could kill someone with a bat? I mean, he was holding a puppy, unless you kill a lot of his men. Unless you kill a lot more men than he's comfortable with, and for that, you will definitely have to pay. But the question is going to be, how are you going to pay? How is Rick's group going to pay? How many people are going to end up dying? Is it going to be Glenn? Is it going to be Abraham? Or will they throw us a complete curveball? So let's transition into this week's statistics from the Spoiling Dead page. So not a lot of photos out there, but they do have a character episode guide. And the following list is a breakdown of which episodes each character has filmed so far. And this is very interesting because you can see all 11 people in the lineup, Rick, Carl, Michonne, so on and so forth, were all there for that death scene. And then as they transitioned to episode 2, it was a little bit more Daryl and Negan. And then episode 3 was Ezekiel Carroll's story. But what's really interesting is as you transition a little bit forward, you see episode 4 and 5, Glenn and Abe have only been there for one episode. But what's funny about that is a lot of people are starting to say it could be Maggie. Well, Maggie has filmed episode 1 and episode 5. Gregory also in episode 5, so you assume that there's a hilltop scene coming up. What's really, really funny about this is TV Guide just recently went on a tangent and said, it's Maggie, and this is our proof, and this is why. So I'll read a little bit of the TV Guide post. It's probably Maggie. When we last saw her, Maggie was debilitatingly sick from as yet unexplained pregnancy complications. When Negan's 11 potential victims were captured by the Saviors, they were on their way to Hilltop to get medical help from Maggie. We know this. So the reasons why Maggie is the most likely person who died are mostly behind the scenes. According to the eagle-eyed obsessives at Spoil the Dead, Lauren Cohan has only been seen on the set once so far from filming for season 7, and that was for the premiere. Well, that's incorrect because as you can see, they just updated that a few days ago, and this article came out yesterday. So TV Guide is a little bit behind in their prediction. And what's funny is they're talking about Maggie's social media post, but they clearly do not see the big banner of The Walking Dead there. So TV Guide, you really got to get on board. I'm not following the Maggie theory whatsoever. I know she's got some other social media posts, but she's still fully aligned. Moving on to Norman Reedus. We know Norman Reedus does not like spoilers. He's on record of saying, do not spoil, do not do it, do not ruin the show for other people. But one thing Norman does like is he likes spam. In fact, he likes spam so much he spammed his own Twitter page over 20 times promoting his show. Tonight, watch Ride on AMC. Several Instagram posts, and then up in the middle he says, tonight, I know I'm whoring it up, but it's a really fun one, watch Ride. So all the spam, what did it get him? It actually helped out because you can see this week's Nielsen ratings. Enjoyed week-to-week gains. This Sunday's installment drew 0.2 rating, so he had about 600,000 people watch it, which was better than the previous week. Not as good as the premiere, but ironically, it's only about 20% of his Twitter followers actually watched the show. So let's talk a little bit about the Walker Stalker Con. Some very interesting news coming out this week. First, with actress Lori Holden. She dropped this bombshell on everyone. Well, I had an 8-year deal. I was supposed to be there until the end. I was supposed to end up with Rick. I was supposed to save Woodbury on a horse, and I was buying a house in Atlanta. I got the call at 10 o'clock the night before while I was shooting from the showrunner, who is no longer part of The Walking Dead, saying they couldn't write the episode and that they were killing my character off. I think this just further underscores that they will kill you off anytime, anywhere, regardless if you're still under contract. So speaking of whoring it up, who else was at the Walker Stalker? You guessed it, Michael Cutlass. And I think we're going to have to put an age cap on his Bisquick challenge because it seems like the photos are getting younger and younger, Michael. So just something to consider going forward. Let's cap it at 18 there, buddy. And perhaps the biggest news from the Walker Stalker New Jersey is who was not there that was scheduled to be there. Stephen Yoon sent out this on his Twitter account. New Jersey Walker Stalkers, I'm so bummed and sorry I won't be making it. Apologies for announcing and canceling, but I had a last-minute change. Several fans lashed out, wanted their money back because they bought tickets specifically to see him. We can only speculate. Was it a contract situation? Who knows what was going on? He did not elaborate on it. Perhaps it was just one of those days that you have that one little strand of hair that you just can't get to go back the right way. Let's talk a little social media. And first up, this was my feel-good story of the week because Denai actually retweeted something from The Walking Dead. I love it. Sorry, Kanye. Rashawn did it better. She retweeted. But I love this down at the bottom. Why is it that giving guns is so easy, but giving books is so hard? And there's a picture above it of Rick beside a gun. Nice timing of that tweet. So moving forward, Ross Marquand also promises that it'll be brutal and insane. He's had several Walking Dead retweets as well too, and his account is definitely predicting something big for this season opening. So moving forward, Josh McDermott taking a picture with a fan. I love this one. The hair game is strong with this one. He also had a giant stain on his shirt, but he was very active in the Walker Stalker in New Jersey as well. So even though Glenn couldn't make it, at least Josh filled a little bit of the void there. So that brings us back full circle to the fact that I'm going to say it's still going to be Glenn that's going to follow the comic death, and Abraham in some way, shape, or fashion either interferes or Abraham goes down as well. The facts are starting to really point to these two. Hey, I know we're all super passionate about who we think is going to live and who we think is going to die. We all grow personal attachments to these characters, but at some point we have to take a look at the statistics provided by the Spoiling Dead's fan page and see who is just not there filming. If they're not filming, they can't be a part of the show unless it's a flashback scene. And we do know The Walking Dead will throw some curveballs. If you don't believe that, take a look at the most recent comic edition. Everyone says Negan does not kill women. Well, guess what? He killed Alpha, slit the throat. So I think we can rule out the fact that certain people are off the table. Could still be Michonne, could still be Rosita, could still be Sasha. There's so much to speculate out there, but my heart and my gut is telling me it's Glenn and Abraham. Let me know your thoughts. My name's Killshot. Peace.